Gemini, it's time for your reading. Hi, welcome in. As you saw in the write-up, there is a contract you're coming to now. You're real confident about this because you thought about it for a really long time, maybe even the better part of the last 3 years. You sat with this and thought about it. And now there's a silence that you're yearning for. You're like, oh my God, the noise. Enough with the noise. I want my own narratives. I want my own voice. Just that. My own space, my own music. I can feel it in you, Gemini. You're so ready. There's a launch that's happening in you. So as Mercury goes direct right at the beginning of Aries season, and then right before there's a new moon in Pisces. It's kind of like you are trading in an old version of yourself for something that fits better. There is a different kind of knowing about who you are that has finally resonated after you released that character you were trying to be for other people. That was never you. It looked really good though. Like you played the role, you did your best, but ultimately like you still need to be you. This is where you are now. You're looking, you're hunting, you're locked in. You have that horse vibration of this new year already, and you're ready. You're so ready. And this may be a social element for you. Really picking the right horses to run with, because you can't run with anybody anymore. You can't just, I mean, you could, but the amount of energy it takes for you to slow your stride, to let other people catch up with you, or, the experience of, you don't need anybody else leading you. You don't. The apocalypse. It's literally, you know that there is something so much bigger happening right now, and who you surround yourself with has a imperative and morally imperative effect on who you are in this new life. Are you the version you made for these people? Is there anything in that you can take with you anymore? When we hit April, Venus moves into Taurus, and that for you is that's the piece you've been waiting for. That's your, you know what, I'm putting my headphones in, I'm going for a walk, I'm going for a drive. Like, you're not coming with me. You're not coming in my head. You're not getting a piece of this for free. It's not happening. You're not doing it anymore. And with Venus showing up, finally in Taurus, you're able to protect yourself in a way that, honestly, Gemini, you knew that once you got alone and fortified in your aloneness, you would feel connected again. You would know who those people are because their light's already on. They were just waiting for you to sit down and look. Because there are people for you, Gemini. There are. They're just older. You're not hanging out with the same kind of crowd. You understand now fully that you're only going to associate with people who can actually give you inspiration for the life you want. If they don't have a life you want, you're not taking their advice. Like, that's it. You're just, nope, sorry. That's working for you in your poverty, but I have a rich life. I have abundance that I'm aligned to. So your poverty mindset's not going to fit with me anymore. Your greedy grubbiness is not going to work with me anymore. Your misery is not going to slow me down anymore. And although I could be those people, I don't want to be. That's where you are now, Gemini. And you can laugh about it now. It's funny now. God, you might even make a comedy skit out of this whole thing. But let's look. I want to look a little harder, because I know there are people who are trying to pick at you. They're trying to tug at you. They're trying to say, hey, no, come. Think of me. What about me? Let's look, Gemini. Who's around you that you need to distance yourself from further? That woman. That angry, aggressive, argumentative, confident bitch. And honestly, you aren't able to be your confident self when this person is around. You're not. That's the person you need to walk away from. And you know it. You've already learned everything you can from that person. What was this? What was this? This was a past life tie. This was a past life tie, and they tried to tie you in to a soul contract that would have had you learning certain kind of lessons so that you could develop, but you already learned that lesson. You didn't need to repeat it. You clocked it right away. You may have let them in initially just to see, just to investigate, to confirm your suspicions. You knew. You knew. You studied them. You worked with them just to see, and you were disappointed the whole way. Every time they showed you exactly what you were expecting, it pushed you a little further into the distance. It is a solo mission, Gemini. And that's new for you. Because for so long you have been vacillating with your personalities, the ones you made for these other people. And sure, they all came from you, so they all are authentically to you, but they don't necessarily where you're going. So those versions of you, they're calling to you as well. They're the one that makes you doubt in the first place that you see, sense, know what you see, sense, and know. But you actually don't need to double check. You're the boss. These are your rules. This is your life. This is your paradigm. You don't need to ask. And it is disappointing. There is grief when understanding that most aren't for you, especially on this level, on this path. Many people are just not for you. And the disappointment comes in the fact that you know that they have the potential to be. But the confidence that is right here waiting for you is in the acceptance that you are enough all by yourself. Connection is important, absolutely, but this is a 1 year. Next year, love, absolutely. Next year, there's going to be some wildly romantic love for you, Gemini, but this year you need to fall in love with yourself. You need to be honoring and protecting yourself the way you've done for other people. Pour that juice back in your own cup, okay? This is not a reciprocity kind of relationship connection, and you know it. So pull your energy back and pour it into you.